Hello everyone, my name is Minh and my student ID is 310181, and today I'm going to tell you my placement for cost accounting solution. So first of all, I want to show you the presentation outline, the company information. Next one is the role, responsibilities, skill achieved, and new learnings. The next one should be the project undertaken. So and there's some helpful units in CDU as well as the graduate attributes, and the last one is the strength and weaknesses as well as the recommendations. So for the first one is the organizational background. So cost accounting solution has a team of 15 members across Darwin and Western Australia, and you can see in the picture here is my director. She is Jody, and she's the leader of the team. And this is our meeting every week, so she gonna ask the team members for any question, or we gonna discuss about any topic that we have a question in. And the next one, all team member have a highly qualified and experienced professionals. So this accounting firm is the small accounting firm. So it has been developed and established for the not-for-profit organization as well as the small business sectors. So when I work in cost accounting solution, this provide the services, accounting, bookkeeping, and tax services. So turning to the next one is the role and responsibilities. So my main role is doing the accounting, tax, as well as the bookkeeping, and there's some small tasks about the client training. So for the first one, the accounting, service, and taxation, I'm usually prepare for the individual, company, partnership, trust, and the last one is the sole traders. So for the bookkeeping service, my main task is the reconciliation and uploading the receipt bank and compare between the receipt bank with the bank transaction from zero. And the last one is the client training. And for example, like some clients, some customers don't have any experience about accounting, tax return, as well as the bookkeeping, so I need to prepare any notes or any queries from the customer, and I'm going to answer every question or maybe instruct them to do every single task. Turning to the next one is the new learnings. So in cost accounting solution, I have learned a lot, and the first one, and I think it's the most important one, I learned from zero application. So there's two main zero in cost accounting solution. The first one is the blue zero, and the second one is the green zero. So the first one here, the green zero has the individual annual tax return. So I can use the green zero to claiming the tax for the customer. So the individual tax return include the wages, deduction, fringe benefit, interest, income, and investment incomes. The next one is the deduction or any zone tax rebate, any business part, spouse income, and the last one is the rental property who owe the rental schedules. So we need to claim the tax and expense for them as well. And the next one is a bookkeeping task. As I mentioned above, the bookkeeping task mainly include the reconciliation between the bank account transaction and the one we uploaded into receipt bank, Google Sheet, or any Excel spreadsheet that we prepare for it. So the next one is still the new learnings, but the new skills I have learned is the soft skill and technical skills. So the soft skills here, so I know how to deal with the customer via email, or sometimes it is an emergency. So I can contact them with the like via telephone. So I need to communicate with them efficiently. And the next one is the technical skills. So I can do the Excel and Microsoft Office, as well as Google Sheet, Outlook, and printer. Yeah, so for the technical skills, I can do the zero in order to claim the tax and doing any task, any accounting task as well. Turning to the next one is the project undertaking. So there's two main tasks I have done. The first one is the individual tax return. So I understand and contribute to the individual tax return. For example, the wages, salary, income, zone tax rebate, business part, and rental property. So the second one is a reconciliation task. I'm contribute to the fixed assets reconciliation because every company has a lot of fixed assets. So and usually it's really mixed up together. So I need to separate the fixed assets and make sure it's reconciled with the bank transaction. And the last one is the invoices, expenses reconciliation. So as you know, the invoices and expenses are too many during the financial year, and I need to find the missing one or maybe the not correct one. So I need to match it together. And the next one is the graduate attributes. Actually, I've learned a lot from this one. The first one is the problem solving skills. For the problem solving skill is the analyzing skills and the problem and the research skills. So for the analyzing skills, I have learned a lot when I have a problem or something. I have to go research on the internet, and sometimes we cannot ask the co-workers or director or my mentor a lot. So I need to go research to the internet and try to sort it out by myself. That is really important. So that's why I need to separate those skills here for the research and inquiry skills. So we need to ask and we need to research by yourself a lot before we asking any question. And the next one is the leadership and teamwork skills. So every week, Cost Accounting Solution will have 2 meetings, usually in Tuesday and Wednesday. So the teamwork skill is really important because if we have any question, we need to communicate with each other to sort it out the problem as soon as possible. Yeah, and the next one is the self-awareness and self-confidence. So we need to be really self-confident with the client and with the coworker as well. And the self-awareness is like the we have the every company has their own culture. So we need have the self-awareness to follow up that culture. And yeah, and for the last one is the personal value. So it's a ethical and moral and cross-cultural awareness. So turning to the next one is the units at CDU that we have for. Actually, because I'm doing the taxation law, so the subject that's really important to me to finish the placement is the Australian taxation law, because this one is like the guidelines to tax return for individuals or business or any rental property. So I understand many basic things. For example, the taxable income, the deduction, the capital gain tax here. I have done some cases. It's really complicated, and if I didn't study this one, the capital gain tax, I couldn't do it anyway. And the last one is the dividends. Yeah, so the next one, when I do the bank reconciliation, accounting principles subject is really, really important. So we need to understand the credit and debit account for bank transaction. The next one is reconciliation, because accounting principle teach us how to do the bank reconciliation between the bank and the company. So I have done that task and I realized that because of the accounting principle, I don't need to ask the question to my mentor, some basic things I can sort it out by myself. So the next one is the balance sheet and income statement. So every single task we have done, we have sorted out when appears in balance sheet and income statement. So we need to understand that that's such things, and that's why we need to learn this accounting principle to understand balance sheet and income statement. And the next one is the aspect of corporate finance. So we all know the time value of money. So for this one, for this subject, we gonna understand the bond and loan interest and how it calculates. So we need to generate into tax return so for this one we need to claim the tax for the client. That's really complicated if we haven't studied this one before. And the next one is the strengths and weaknesses. And I have realized that there's some strength for me, so I am able to do Excel and work at standard level. It's really important because it's gonna be faster the task. And the next one, I'm able to learn quickly from new knowledge. And last one, I think I'm a careful and tidy person. This is really crucial for the accountant, because if we're not careful and we make some mistake when we generate tax, it's gonna be really, really risky for client, because if we don't doing accurate tax return, it's gonna be trouble. And the next one is the weaknesses. I can, before that I don't have like time management a lot, and now when I like given some tasks to do, especially when it's really busy, time management is really important. And the next one is the arrangement of a side job. We should know which one we gonna do first and which one we're gonna do after, because if we don't arrange it properly, it's gonna be really waste of time, and sometimes we cannot finish it on time. So for the last one, I think it's a recommendation. So the first one, I need to improve the communication, because sometimes when I contact the client via phone or via emails, it's not a conflict, but there's some I think I need to communicate more and more to get more experience in contacting with the clients. And the next one, I need to be more tidy and more be careful, because this is accounting jobs. As you know, accountant need to be really tidy, really careful. If we make any mistake, this is gonna be a big trouble for any clients or any business. And the last one is the time arrangement. To finish the job, we need to arrange the work properly. Because every day we be given a lot of papers, we need to arrange that and arrange the time to do every single task. And this is my presentation. Thank you so much for listening. If you have any question, do not hesitate to ask me now. Thank you.